was awesome. Okay, trees. Let's let me figure this out real quick here. Okay, tree section. Since I did this area report back in May, I'm not going to go into great detail about the areas and the lots and all that, but I just wanted to quickly remind everybody, tree section bordered on Rosecrans and Sepulveda, Manhattan Beach Boulevard, then the Valley Ardmore corridor to Blanche, and basically along the bottom of Sandu Park right there. So, okay. You know, on the average, the lots are typically 40 feet wide, 108 to 135. Deeper lots up in this area of the trees, 33rd, 5th, 6th Street, right over to there. And then some real large lots right here in the center of town, Pacific to Poinsettia, some that actually are 160 and 180 feet deep there. And then the Martyrs area here with 45 and 50 foot wide lots and 125 foot deep, which make for some really great building lots in that area there. And just south of Martyrs, don't forget about between Fisher, Highland, 12th, 13th Street. Some of those lots are not unlike what you'd find in the sand section, and sometimes you'll find listings in area 142 that are actually in this area, but they belong in 143 because they really are the tree section area. But anyways, there are one other note here too, right along this Poinsettia Pine, kind of the southeast corner of the tree section. Don't forget there's some 37.5 foot wide lots, and there are some 25 foot wide lots just to the east of 27th Street on Valley and Ardmore right there. So keeping an eye out for that. So great resource again is the assessor's map page. You can go to that webmail address, or go onto Realist and access it on the through the MLS. Okay, you'll bring up a sheet like this. It'll give you a lot of dimensions, and also you can get accurate information there. So schools for the tree section: Grandview Pacific K through 5, Manhattan Beach Middle School, Maricosta High School, and then there's other choices as well, obviously with Martyrs and MB Academy. Great resource again is the MB district map and information on mbusd.org, so you can get all your school information there. And it'll bring up a map like this. You can just roll your cursor over it. It'll tell you what school district you're in. So also the SBB area maps, along with what we now have are these school information brochures too, which are really great. Actually, this stuff makes you look like a pro. I had a guy walk in the office the other day, new to the area from New York, and wanted information. Was able to hand him all this stuff on the different areas along with the schools. So, the guy was just stoked. I mean, had he gone to Northwest, he might have gotten a cocktail napkin with a scrawled out outline of it. You know. But anyway, don't forget to put your name on this information. Either staple a card to it. I made little stickers. You can easily do that, but put that on there whenever you hand this stuff out. Great for open houses as well. So also really, really good information, and thank you all for the effort in putting these together. They really were helpful. Okay, so current activity. Right now we have 24 active listings, 14 that are in pending and backup. And since May of this year, there were 60 recorded sales in the trees. Currently there are 2 new spec homes that are being built and 6 that were recently completed by your favorite builder and mine, Willie Campbell. And then there's 11 custom homes being built, at least 11 that I know of in the area there. So in the active, out of the 24, the lowest price being $975 and the highest at $2,890. And then the average price at $1,695, average square foot is $609, and currently the average days on market is 90. Interesting that back in earlier this year, the average days on market was somewhere around 64. So some of these listings that are getting a little long on the market. On the lower end, which is a great house, I think, at 3528 Poinsettia, it's really a sweet home. It's $975,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,200 square foot. You know, it is at the northern part of Poinsettia, but it's really clean. And if you have a buyer for this, I think this is a really nice nice little home here. And then at the upper end is over on 31st Street, 763 31st Street, which is a 5-bedroom, 4.5 bath, 3,600 square foot custom home. It's on a 5,300 square foot lot. This is a pretty home as well. It's listed at $2,890. So entry-level homes, just remember that they're generally going to be located on the busier streets: Pacific, Rosecrans Valley, Ardmore, and Oak. And so we talked about Pacific right there. The other one that just came up recently is 2708 Ardmore. I haven't seen this home yet, so I don't know what it really looks like, but it's 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. This is one of those lots that's 25 feet wide, so just make a note of that. It's listed at $1,149,000. It's been out for about 7 days. This home here has been over 235 days. It's a beach beater on Manhattan Beach Boulevard. Needs a little bit of work. And then I think this is a really nice deal right here. 1717 Pine. Fell out of escrow, so it's 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. Does need a little bit of work, but I think it's a really good variety. And this is a great section of pine over here. Plus, it's on a 40-foot wide lot, so I think that's something to at least look at, right, Jack?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And then in the mid-level tree section homes, generally 3 and 4 bedrooms, a little bit older homes. Really a good deal, I think, is 729th Street. This is a really neat location over here. Corner lot, 4,800 square feet. $1,350,000. I believe it does have plans, right, Greg? For an extensive remodel.
4 different plans.
4 different plans. So plenty of plans and all, but really a nice area. The tree section right over there. If you could pick that up in that 127513, grind them. No, just right there. Just trying to help you out. Anyway, so I think that's a good buy. 3521 Walnut. Someone's going to get a nice home. This is, again, it's on the north end of Walnut and all. And the bummer about this is that, you know, the refinery comes into play pretty big on Walnut in this area right here. But this is a nice home to get a lot of home at $1,535,000. Again, if you can get that down into 1.4, I think that'd make for a really good buy right there. 33rd Lauren Forbes listing over there. I think that this is overpriced for really what it is. It's a great location. It just needs a little bit of help, and I think they're really going to have to come off that 1,599 number to get a deal done there. And again, 636 30th Street. I think this is a heck of a buy. This is a really pretty home. It is southwestern, so it's not everybody's taste, but they did some recent upgrades to it, like taking out the saltillo tile down below, putting in wood floors, and the backyard in this on this home south facing, and it really sets up nice. It's a nice home here, and at 1,699, I think that makes for a pretty good and compelling buy. On the upper end, 1801 Palm. Unfortunately, this is a really pretty home in terms of its curb appeal, and it's a terrific location. The floor plan's just a little awkward on it. With most tree section homes, people are expecting, at least in this size and price point, 5 bedrooms. This only has 4 bedrooms, and 3 of them upstairs, not the 4, and they're just kind of odd sized. It was just kind of an unfortunate build, I think, but a great area. And again, at 235 days, you got to be thinking that it's right for a picking. Someone should write something up on that one there. I like the house, so. And then 598 27th Street, really a pretty home. Tracy McKenna's listing over there on the corner of Blanche and 27th. This is a real pretty home. Full basement down below. Lots of square footage in that. 2199 price point. I think there's some room in there. Right, Tracy?
A
little, okay. Yeah, and but it's a really, really pretty home, and someone should bring. If you haven't shown it, you should show it. 1405 Laurel. This is a tough location, a little location challenge there, being so close to the school and the church parking lot there. But hey, a lot of house. I just think it's way overpriced for what it is. I think this number needs to be somewhere down around 2.4 in order to get a deal done. And same with 31st Street, as you know, some of you. This is an old listing of mine, you know. But again, it's just really overpriced. It's going to have to be down in a 2.4 or close to 2.5 number to get something done there, I think, anyways. Something that was on over the weekend. This was hot, 819th Street. When I was writing this up, I said it's probably going to go into escrow. It is in escrow now. They did sell it. There were multiple offers on this, of which I was one. Not the winner. Actually, I heard this morning that Chad Falbish brought the buyers to the table here. So, and it probably, we were pretty close on the number, so I'm thinking that it probably went over asking at 1899 on Pacific. I thought that seems like a big number to me, but it is a nice home, and I think it really just speaks to what's going on in the marketplace right now. Hey, it's Cape Cod. It's in a center of town, in an area of town here that people really want to live in, which is being close to Pacific and Martyrs. Great curb appeal, good presence. And when you actually got in this home, you didn't feel the impact of Pacific. The living area is somewhat elevated off the road here, so you really didn't feel the impact of Pacific there. So the market spoke, and it went quickly. So I think that was, we'll see where it pencils out. Could be a good buy. In the pending and backup, now we have 14 that are in pending and backup, 829 on the low end, 2350 on the high end, and an average of 1,474,000. Average square foot cost slightly below where the asking is, 583, and average days on market of 82. I think that there were some pretty good buys out here. One was Kurt and Judy's listing over at 1312 Pine. And it shows, that it was really sharp in a good area of the tree section. They priced it right. It sold in like 5 days, and slightly over asking on that. So really a nice little home. June and Jack's at 709 33rd Street. Really a great tree section location. It had a pool and a little yard area. Had having a office or whatever over the garage. So nice home. Showed really well. Sold in a day, I think. Yeah. So sold really quickly at full price, I believe. Right. Yeah. And then 2909 Laurel. I like this home. This was a Nick Sharp built home. I didn't particularly care for how it was currently decorated, but listed at 2350. And I think they got pretty close to this number from what I heard. I thought that was a really big number for the trees right there. I didn't think that they would get that kind of a number right there, just because of the location and all. But someone liked it, and someone made a move on it. So we'll see where it ends up there. In the sold since May of this past year, we had 60 that sold, 671 on the low, 47 on the high, 1,491,000 in the mid. 622 was the square foot cost, and 77 days on the market. So there were some pretty good sales, and actually I kind of like this. I know this is on low end, but 1816 Pacific at 825 was listed at 950. I think this is a pretty good buy. It's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. And again, people like this area of town and want to be close to Martyrs and Pacific. And at 825,000, I believe the plans are to tear this down and build a home. This will also be one of those homes that will sit up high off of Pacific, and so I happen to think it's a pretty good buy at 825. Kurt and Judy's, I really like this home, 3005 Poinsettia. I thought this was really a pretty home, a great street, nice locations. Not everybody likes Poinsettia right there because the road kind of narrows, but I thought it had great curb appeal, really set up, had it proportionally. This home was really laid out well, I thought. So really a nice deal. And they had it at 2199. It sold for 2025. I think that's a good price, and someone got a nice home there. And then June and Jack's listing at 523 14th Street. I'm not so sure this was a great buy, and I certainly didn't see this coming. But I didn't see that people would stand in line and pay $5 for coffee with some ice and whipped cream in it either. So I don't know. Really, I mean, who knew? That'll never last. Anyway, so they have a big home, 5 bedrooms, 5.5 baths, almost 5,100 square feet. Really a pretty home. Listed at 3399, sold at 3505, all cash in a couple of days, I think. So really a nice home. As a side note, the sellers of 819th Street are the buyers on this house right here. So Good for them. Out of the 60, there were 6 short sales. So the short sales are happening. Get together. They come up, and actually, not all short sales are inexpensive homes. $1.7 million short sale right there. So the days on market at 134, obviously telling you because of the short sale process and all, but. Interesting, when I was going through some of the short sales, I saw this 3521 Maple. I think some of you remember that. I probably told you I grew up in this house. Of course, it didn't look like that. It was much smaller, about half that size, and there were 6 kids hanging out the window screaming bloody murder. It was chaos. And of course, in the pool in the back over here, there were about 30 of the neighborhood kids over there. It was packed and stuff. But back in the day when I ruled that pool, that was all, hey, I was king of the pond back then. It was awesome. So hopefully the next family will get it and have a great time like I did. So, off-market was, there were some off-market sales. Some of these did actually go onto the MLS after they were recorded. But 2105 Palm, Rob McGarry sold for $1,428,000. I thought this was a really good buy. This is a great lot. Darren O'Hanlon at 2604 Pine, 605 33rd Street. Steve Havron sold for $2,475. Not all off-market deals are good deals. And then 720 18th Street that Geo sold. So 2604 Pine. Darren O'Hanlon had this listed earlier this year. Pretty home. Didn't get the deal done. Actually, these buyers came off of Elm, and I believe right Dunham were the Elm buyers on a piece of property that Dunham bought clients to the table. Ended up buying this home here for what was it, 2249. So nice home, good deal. 2105 Palm, again, nice, really a nice lot. These are great lots over on Palm. 40 feet, 5 feet wide. It was on the west side of the street, south side facing, or west side facing yard, 127 deep. They make for great building lots over there. So thought that was a good buy. Again, Steve Havron's bought clients to tables 2475 here. Man, it seemed like a lot of money to me for that house. And then 720 18th Street that Geo just put together recently over here. Which was 720 18th Street. This home actually is on 18th Street, and if you're in the backyard, you actually look at the back play area of American Martyr School. Over there, it was 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,400 square feet on a big wide lot at 141 by 45 feet deep and $1,799,000. Geo, this was, I think, well, actually, a woman, she died recently. She was a clinical psychologist. I know this is a referral from John to Geo. Not quite sure what that relationship. Clinical psychologist, John, patient, ran a bit. Could have been. I don't know. Not saying, but just, hello. Anyway, and then there is some new construction coming up. Jim Leonard has 616 30th Street. Civic bought a lot over on 29th Street. And Willie C. is at it again at 1021 33rd Street. So I can't wait to see what he's going to build. 616 30th Street, Jim Leonard. This actually could be sold here actually before they get it finished. Great, nice tree section lot, 4,800 square foot. What they paid? They paid $850 for it back in February. So I thought good buy. Nice tree section location. 712 29th Street. The Civic just bought. I think the fence is up already, so it'll be a year and a half or so. Again, nice 4,800 square foot lot there. And then 21 33rd, when they painted the blue fence, I was thinking, who would waste the paint on that fence, But doggone, someone bought the lot too. 680,000, it's a 72 by 97. It's a big lot. And knowing that, hey, there's a butt for every seat. But, and there's some benefits, I suppose. I remember because, this is a bluff top location. Of course, when you walk out to the back, you overlook Hopewell Bridge, which, when I was a kid, that was killer, So, and of course, once that home gets done, you can sit out in front of it and wave to all your friends as they go to the mall because they are going to be parked out here because that stoplight, everybody passes your house here. So you're going to see everybody. And of course, it's close proximity to one of Manhattan Beach's finest and often overlooked inns, which is the Manhattan Inn and Suites. I mean, if your mother-in-law is coming to town, this is where I put her up. Hey, it's got air conditioning, and you can get some great rates. I think it's got cable TV too. I mean, what more does she want? So I stick my mother-in-law here as perfect. And I wasn't going to say it, but if something should happen, you can just wheel her across the street to the mortuary. But I wasn't going to say that because I thought, well, that's kind of rude. But that's pretty funny. Anyways, hey, there's some custom homes that are being built in the area. 11 that at least that I know of and could recall as I was putting this together. You know, benefits. There's certainly a lack of inventory. You get to get what you want. And I mean, you're really going to find out how compatible you are with your spouse because nothing says divorce like a custom home. Anyway, so 724 33rd, which is pending at $1,250,000. They're going to. This is a big lot, 6,000 square foot lot. They'll put, the pool's gone. They'll put a nice home here. 645 27th Street. These people have owned this lot for a long time. They're building here. 701 25th Street and 2920 Agnes, both big lots at 10,000 plus square feet. Here are building some monster homes there. 743 29th Street, another good sized lot, 8,400 square foot lot. Recently sold, and the fence is up and ready to go. 672 19th Street, nice location. This was done last year. They're wrapping it up. This is what the product is beginning to look like here. 872 27th Street. That's the corner of 27th and Valley. So, but they've owned that lot for a long time. They're going to build a nice home. 1900 Florney, corner of 19th and Florney. This is a 50 by 125. This is a nice area. Trees. People love this area. A Louis Tomorrow built home here. 2711 Elm. Ask Mike. Mike Mikowski is building up here. And really nice. It's a 50-foot wide lot. Sets up really well if Mike's office here. So if you haven't seen it, invite yourself over to go see it like I do. And it's really a pretty home. It's coming out great. 2200 Agnes, John Stark built home. This is on Agnes, right again over in that Martyrs area. People love this area over here. And across the street at 2101 Agnes. It's owned that lot for a while. Paid $200,000 for it back in 1990. Looks like a winner. And then just coming soon, which we're actually going to see today. Didn't know, but Jack has 766 33rd Street. So that kind of wraps up and is what is going on here. A couple of reminders, not necessarily just for the tree section, but if you're working this area, search out the expired listings. If you can't find what you're looking for, there have been some that expired that might be something that would fit for your client. If you do have people that are looking to sell, priced right, there's still a market for them. As we saw with 819th Street. And then, don't be afraid just to write it up. Particularly some of the ones that have been on the market for a longer period of time, write up an offer, put it in front of them. You never know what people will say. I had recently sold 608 29th Street. We wrote up 7 offers on places before someone said, yes. But hey, threw it out there, just write it up. I got to be pretty good at it. And you never know. Okay, so thank you all. That's right. When I was part of the Jackson 6, Andy used to went over.
Okay, thank you. It takes a lot of time and effort, so thank you very much, Barry. We appreciate it a lot. That was very good, very good. Okay. Man alive, how do you follow up on something like that?
Don't try.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go into today's properties for Caravan. 325 Homer. Judy or Kurt?
It was built by Cleveland. It's on the north side. Front unit has a great ocean view just down from Robinson School. It's in really good condition, hardwood floors throughout, and I think it's good value.
Okay. 766 33rd is finally on. It's 4,813 square feet. It's not going to be on the MLS as an 8-bedroom. It's going to be on there as a 5-bedroom. with a sewing room and also a guest suite. The guest suite you'll see today. The floors have been redone, carpet's new, the place has been painted, and I think it's a real good buy. It's on a 55 by 126 lot, and when you look at the average price per square foot in the tree section of around 600, this is potentially a $3 million house. But anyway, 416 10th is canceled because we do have it sold, so we are not going into it this morning. Okay, and 836 Bart, Claire.
She left to go to it.
Okay, she left to go to it. Anyway, it's number one there. You'll see it, a 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, $1,350,000. 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath. 2435 border. Number 5, actually, you can see number 4 and number 5. Number 5 is 379. 1,107 square feet. 2 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. All completely redone, and it's a good buy. 27907 Centuria Drive in RPV. Judy, Kurt.
We're not going to go to this, but it's a large corner lot. It's here's the photos up there. It was tastefully done by the contractor who lives there now. It's all done from the inside out. New roof, new stucco, all redone on the inside. It's got a really great master bedroom and a master bath. It has an ocean view, big yard, and it's got a very nice great room, and it's all done throughout. So
What area?
It's area 173, and it's very close to Grand Via Altamira and Hawthorne, where the 7-Eleven is.
Oh.
Right behind there in the neighborhood.
Okay, area 173. Looks like a beautiful home.
Yeah, great indoor outdoor living. It's a very, very nice house.
Okay. Listings for discussion. 4773 Steel Street. Colleen or Colin?
Yeah, this is it's a nice house. Primarily, it does need some updating, needs some repairs. There's actually 2 holes in the roof that we know of that are leaking. It is a divorce situation, some deferred maintenance, but it's in a great street, great neighbourhood. We think we priced it fairly well. It's not a caravan, but it is vacant with a lockbox, so if you want to see it, just pop on over there. It is a standard sale, so.
What's the cross street?
Between Anza and Hawthorne.
Between Anza and Hawthorne. So, okay, you could see it if you're going over to Seaborder.
And it does have a pool, so.
And it does have a
Kind of
pool.
likes the development.
What's the price?
It's $779.
779. It's
And
at
it
the
is-
bottom there.
It is a typo on here. It's actually 2,698, not 3,698. Makes it-
2,698. Okay. See there on your list. Okay. 700 Avenue C. Dave.
I had this last year at $1,750,000. We're going to come out after the first of the year, and we're pricing it well because she just doesn't like people coming into her home, you know, all the headaches of marketing a house. So, but I can get you into it. It's one of the few really large custom homes down there right now.
Okay. And so just set up an appointment with
Yes.
you. 24-hour or?
No, just let me know.
Okay, good enough. 104 Manhattan Ave.
This is Kim Comic. That's a rendering of it. We're putting in drywall as we speak. It'll be done after the first of the year. She's built a few of them over there, and this one's a little different in that the adjoining lots, like to the south, there's an old Spanish home that the second level is set back quite far. So you've really got a panoramic view, not just a corridor down the street or anything, but you've got to go into the south and to the north.
Okay.
Really great setup.
Terrific. We look forward to seeing that.
It's a townhouse. The rear
Yeah.
unit is sold.
Yeah. Rear unit is sold. Front unit is available.
Can we see it now, or?
No, they're putting in the drywall. She just wanted me to bring it to your attention. She wouldn't take off it now.
Yeah.
She's ordered all the materials, plumbing, electrical, so it's done.
And during the week there are workmen there and that, so
Yeah,
if you
it's
wanted to
attached,
walk
right?
through it.
Yes.
Yeah, it is attached. Okay.
It's worth seeing.
It is worth seeing. Yeah. Okay, anybody with any new listings? Coming up, yes.
I don't have a new listing, but I have a lease over in Brookside, a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, upper unit, high ceiling.
A little louder, please.
It's as high as it goes today.
Stand up.
2-bedroom, 2-bath in Brookside. It's in a really nice location, 1,800 year lease, and I'm putting it on the MLS
Okay.
today. And also, my listing over on Colinas. We have taken it off the market for a while, but it is a pocket, so if anybody is interested. And we did have it, it was on the, I can't remember the name, but the South Bay Board of Realtors had an international tour, and a busload of 50 people from all different countries came through.
Oh, outstanding.
It was really nice.
Good, cool. Good enough. Okay, anybody else with a new listing or anything like that? Yes, Alicia.
Robin and I have a new listing. You'll see it next week at 1813 Heron, Manhattan Beach. It's a Roth-built home on a 45 by 150, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It's approximately 2,000 square feet. It's a really nice house, just probably 4 or 5 doors from the baseball field there. You know, it backs up to Pollywog and the school, and so it's a great location. Original, really clean. Also, our
How much?
What was the price? Oh, I'm sorry. 1125.
1125. And when can it be shown?
Well, it could be shown now, but it's officially going on the market next week. We'll care about it next Wednesday.
Okay.
It's an elderly lady. We're painting the outside. That's it. Also, El Porto, our 119 El Porto, the townhome. It's 2 doors from the Strand. They moved out. They're having it. It's all being painted. We're going to have a broker's this Friday. If you want to come back through, they put all new appliances in and fresh paint and inside and out. We're having activity, so if anyone's working on it, please get back with us. That's 1399.
Okay.
And it's also for lease for 6,500.
Okay. Anybody else? Yes, Nick.
Jack, I sent an email out yesterday. I've got a Strand lease in the south end of Hermosa, 52 the Strand. It's a 4-bed, 3-bath, 2,500 square foot. It's a 1-bedroom guest cottage at the rear of the property. That's going to be available. It'll be on the MLS this afternoon. And if anyone has any plans, want to see it, see you in the morning.
Price?
11,000 per month.
Now, the 1-bedroom guest cottage goes with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's separate. It's in the,
And it's separate.
And we're doing the tours today, so I can get people in tomorrow.
Okay, great. Kurt?
Judy and I are going to bring, in a couple weeks, we're going to bring back out 5337 Linda Drive in Torrance for $1,499,000. It's a 5-bedroom, 5-bath, 3,700 square feet on like a 12,000 square foot lot.
Okay, so 5337 Linda Drive.
It's going to come back out in a couple weeks. $1,499,000.
5-bedroom, 4-bath, 3,700 square feet, $1,499,000.
5 bedrooms, 5 baths.
5-bath. I'm sorry, Kurt. Okay, thank you. Anybody else? Yes, Don.
I have a lease coming up in the Fusion Complex, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, near the pool, south-facing deck and south-facing unit. Nice location. About $3,300 a month. 30, somewhere there.
Okay, Fusion is not financeable right now, is it?
It's lease.
No, but I mean, if someone was,
That I've heard.
that's what I've heard, yeah.
Because?
Lawsuit.
It's a 3-bedroom, 2-car garage,
Lawsuit.
storage of the garage, direct access from the garage to the unit.
Okay, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. Good enough. Anybody else? That's 636 30th of mine. The 17-day contingency period for the people to sell their house expired yesterday. They weren't able to exercise, and there is just over full price backup offer that has been accepted. So just so you know.
Is that the one?
636 30th.
Okay.
Okay. So that will go into a pending status today or tomorrow. Let's go to Caravan. The new number, the routing on Caravan, Homer is 2 7636 33rd is 3. 416 10th is not on Caravan. 836 Bard is number 1. Border 2435 Border number 5 is 4. And Centuria is not on Caravan. How many people are going to go by Border, just so we know? Okay, a couple people. Okay. Thank you.
Yes? Are we going? Yeah. So, it's just home like Bard, right? Home on Bard? Have we seen her? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I want to see that. I have the grown-up car today. Okay. I drove last night.
What's the grown-up car?
My mom's car. Are you showing property then today? No, I dropped them at the airport because there was a problem with it. I'm very lucky. You are. And they wanted me to come with them, but all expenses paid, and I can go. I would have. You're busy, don't go.
Is there a job that has more flexible timing than this one? Yeah, so what's the problem?
Put it on Westside Rentals and fly.
You can do the problem.
I've got a lot of stuff happening.
You can pay an elephant
Take it from there. I think you're right.
Yeah. What the hell?
It's too late.
There's no other airplanes to cover?
No, well, I could go, but now I'm working on something that is going to happen in the next probably 24 hours. So I need.
So you pay Allison to cover for it?
That doesn't make sense because I need.